How do you say, eu vou te ligar amanhã in English? What about, eu te ligo amanhã? If you don't know, then keep watching. Hi everyone, my name is Danny, your teacher and creator of Cultivando Inglês. Before we get started with our lesson, I'd like you to know that I've created a PDF with practice exercises for today's lesson. You can download it for free by clicking on the link in the video's description. In English, we have two different ways to talk about the future. One way we talk about the future is by using the word going plus the infinitive of the main verb of the sentence. The word going is always preceded by the verb to be in the present tense. Let's look at some examples. He is going to stay here. I am going to help you. We are going to watch a movie. They are going to eat dinner. However, that is a very formal way to say these sentences and is not how we actually speak. To make these sentences sound more natural, we combine the pronoun and the present tense of the verb to be with an apostrophe. The apostrophe replaces the first letter of the verb to be, and then we add the apostrophe and the remaining letters to the end of the pronoun. This is called a contraction. Let's practice the pronunciation of the contracted form of to be. Repeat out loud after me. I am, I'm. You are, you're. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. We are, we're. They are, they're. Now let's look at some example sentences using the contracted form of to be. I'm going to help you. He's going to stay here. We're going to watch a movie. They're going to eat dinner. The use of the contraction is appropriate in both formal and informal settings. However, there's a version of these sentences that is even more colloquial. The way we usually express the future tense in everyday speech is by combining the word going and the word to from the infinitive and replacing them with the word gonna. We also keep the contraction of the pronoun and the verb to be. Let's look at some examples. I'm gonna help you. He's gonna stay here. We're gonna watch a movie. They're gonna eat dinner. The word gonna can be used in everyday conversations, but not in formal settings. The second way to talk about the future is by using the word will plus the base verb. The base verb is the infinitive without the word to. For example, the base verb of to eat is eat. The base verb of to go is go. Now let's look at some examples of using will plus the base verb to talk about the future. I will call you tomorrow. You will be a great father. He will go with you. She will text you when she arrives. It will take about 10 minutes. We will see you guys at home. They will meet us at the restaurant. However, in everyday speech, we don't talk like this. The way we talk is by combining the pronoun with the word will using an apostrophe. Again, this is called a contraction. The apostrophe replaces the letters W and I in the word will. We then add the apostrophe, LL, that remains, onto the end of the pronoun. Let's practice the pronunciation of the contracted form of will. Repeat out loud after me. I will, I'll. You will, you'll. He will, he'll. She will, she'll. It will, it'll. We will. Will. They will. They'll. Now let's look at some example sentences using the contracted form of will. I'll call you tomorrow. You'll be a great dad. He'll go with you. She'll text you when she arrives. It'll take about 10 minutes. We'll see you guys at home. They'll meet us at the restaurant. Now that we've learned the two different ways to talk about the future, we need to answer the question, when do we use going to versus will to talk about the future? We use going to talk about something you plan on doing in the future. It's usually a plan that you already thought of and not something that you decided in the moment you are speaking. For example, I'm going to start my master's degree next year. We also use going to talk about something that is going to happen in the future based on evidence you have in the present. For example, the clouds are so dark. It's going to rain. He's driving too fast. He's going to crash. You love action movies, so you're going to love this movie. We use will to talk about spontaneous decisions and to make offers or promises. In this case, will is the equivalent of using the present tense in Portuguese to talk about the future. For example, I'll help you with your homework. I'll call you. Okay, I'll eat some cake. We also use will to convey certainty about a future event. In this case, will is the equivalent of the future tense in Portuguese. For example, we will have a team meeting next week. I'll be there tomorrow. Lastly, we use will to communicate a prediction about the future based on an opinion or belief, but not based on evidence. For example, I think Brazil will win the World Cup. Danny's videos will help you improve your English. That's it, everyone. Now it's time for some homework. In the comments below, write 2 sentences about the future. In the first sentence, use the structure going to, and in the second sentence, use the word will. If you learned something from this lesson, let me know by leaving a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye.